There's a lot of confusion when it comes to who builds what lawnmowers. And you'll hear some people say they're all built by the same company. Well, that's not entirely true. John Deere actually builds their own. There's 2 plants. I think there's one in Tennessee. I'm not really sure. There used to be one in Iowa. I know because I lived right next door to it. But now I think it's like in Michigan or Minnesota. But regardless, both of them are in the United States. Or, I'm sorry, both of them are owned by John Deere. Now, they do buy the Briggs & Stratton engine or the Kohler engine. I mean, so, you know, they do buy parts and suppliers from different people, but it is manufactured, designed, and the whole thing by John Deere. There are other mowers that is made by MTD. And I can't even tell you the whole list. I know Cub Cadet is. I think the modern day Craftsman might be, even if they make those anymore, I'm not even sure well, yeah, I guess they do still make them. Troy built maybe, I don't know. Anyway, there's several that are made by MTD. And then I think you get into like Aaron's, and maybe they're independent, they're on their own. But, I mean, it is very confusing, and I do understand the confusion. The thing is, the guy on this one said, these are the best built machines around, Cub Cadet. And like I said, I think a Cub Cadet is an MTD mower. So, you know, he wanted me to fix the belt because the belt broke, and once I got up underneath there, the deck belt or the drive belt's bad too. So tomorrow I think tomorrow I'm gonna work on these. I haven't had a UPS package in forever. They've all been coming just regular mail. But the other belt, I already got one belt, but the other belt is coming UPS tomorrow. So, and then what else? I changed the air filter and the fuel filter, and he had a flat tire. So I put a tube in this tire. But getting back to quality build, the old Craftsman, and probably the modern day Craftsman, the John Deere, I'm trying to think if there's what else there is. Well, Troy built, I think actually, maybe. They have these metal bushings. I know they're not bearings. A lot of people say they should be bearings, but they have these metal bushings right here in the tire hub. So you got one in the back and one in the front. And that rides on that pin that goes through the tire. Now these are aluminum, and they're designed to wear out. And they actually take a good long time to wear out unless you're in a very sandy area. But if you keep it greased, they actually last a very long time. But they're not expensive. I think you can buy 10 of these, or 2 of these for $10. And they pop right out. You can pop them right back in. Not too bad. Now some people say you need bearings and it makes things so much better. I don't know if it does or not. I mean, if you're in a sandy condition and if you're greasing it, you know, that sand is just going to wear out bearings just as fast. So I don't know if that's true. But regardless, they are metal. What's funny is this well-built machine, they're plastic. And I actually don't even understand how they actually stand up to the use. It's plastic. And I don't know. I'm sure they wear out quite quickly, actually. But anyway, I got a tube in this, so it's holding pressure. It's been about an hour. So, but you know, yesterday I was telling you that we're just not getting any business. You know, I got 2 calls last week, I think like on Wednesday. And one was at 4:20 p.m. The other one was just after 5. Yeah, maybe it was like 5:40 or something. And I went and picked them up the very next day. I got that one done real quick. It was, I mean, I just put carburetor cleaner in the air filter and it started right up. And it stayed running. And I put seafoam in the gas just to kind of make sure everything was clean. Started it again later that day, started right up without carburetor cleaner this time. And then the next day morning, I started it again, started right up. So there was just a slug of water down in that carburetor bowl that was dense. It's denser than gasoline. And the rotation of the engine with the starter, it just wasn't enough to pull that out through the vacuum. So anyway, I got that fixed and returned, but I'm still working on this one. I just had to wait for parts. He wanted the expensive parts. I mean, he specifically said, I want the best. And I told him it's just going to take longer to get the parts. So, but we'll get him in here, and tomorrow I should be able to work on this. It won't take long to get it done. I find it interesting. You get on Facebook and you read the comments, and tires. People talk about how terrible it is to change tires, or do anything with tire. Change a tire, put an inner tube in it. It's the most dreadful job on Facebook. But I find it quite easy. I mean, I can put an inner tube in probably in 15 minutes. It's just not that difficult. I think people make it difficult. I think they're cussing and aggravated, but it's just not hard. And I don't even use a machine, a tire machine. Some of these YouTubers have tire machines, and that's another 80 bucks. I probably could get one, but I don't see the point. As a matter of fact, I'm getting so good that I say getting so good. I mean, I've just had some practice at it, and that's the thing. You just need practice. But people dread it so much they don't want to do it. I wanted to get good at it, so in order to get the tire off the rim, you take a screwdriver and you just you pull it out. And I've always used my knees. I'd get on the tire with my knees, and I'd get the screwdriver and I'd get it off the rim. Well, the other day I didn't want to change clothes, and I had brown pants on. I didn't want to get them stained up, but I wanted to get it off the rim, so I just stood on the tire, bent over, and took the screwdriver and popped it right off. So I mean, it's just so simple. So I don't see the stress in it. I'm actually kind of relieved nowadays when somebody, hey, you want to change out a tire or put a tube in it, because that's just easy money. It's just one of those things now. It's just too easy to do. I don't even dread it. I got the inner tube yesterday, and I thought about putting it on, but I hadn't changed yet. It was only one day. And so I thought, nah, I'll just wait until today. So I got changed today, and I went ahead and did it. There's not really a lot going on. We went shopping today, and like I said, nobody's calling. But here's the thing. I mean, I've been really trying to connect the dots on this. Nobody is on Facebook asking for lawnmower repair, and that's the most odd thing. So it's not me not getting business, because I'm sure the trolls are going to say, well, the reason you're not getting business is because you're terrible at lawnmower repair. My grandma could do better than you. Well, be original if you're going to insult me. But there's just nobody asking. Usually you see tons of people saying, hey, who can repair lawnmowers? And even if I don't get the job, at least you're seeing people say, hey, where are you going to get my lawnmower repaired? But there's this one page that it spans a huge area of our area. It's huge. Probably 100 miles north and goes all the way down to, probably 50 miles south of us. Huge area. And nobody's asking on that page either. So I refreshed all my advertisements. I don't advertise, I don't constantly just post new advertisements. I'll find an old one. I think the last one I posted was March 1st. And I'll just type in the comment section, still here, or bring it in today, or something. And that bounces it back up to the top, and people still like it. But nobody liked it today. It's just funny. I mean, we were really busy in March, and April had died when the grass started growing. So, I don't know. But the thing is, we drove in town, and nobody's cutting grass. Nobody. That place over there finally cut grass, but they had a funeral over there the other day. I guess that was yesterday. And the guy came over to cut it. But they didn't need it. They just did it because of the funeral. The gas station hasn't cut their grass. The hardware store hasn't cut their grass. And you don't hear the mower. I mean, right now would be a good time to mow. It's cool. The grass is growing. It's Sunday, but I don't hear any mowers. So, I don't know. The guy I was working with last year, I told you I fired him as a customer. He's got some mowers that are just ancient. I mean, 2015, they're just old. I don't know. Anyway, so, I mean, he pushed me to the limit, and I just couldn't work on him anymore. He was just too demanding, didn't want to spend a lot of money. So we parted ways, but he's doing it again this year. I don't know who's going to work on his mowers this year. I mean, I was constantly working on him, constantly. He was here every day, dropping off one of his mowers. So I don't know who's going to get to work on him this year. I don't think there's anybody around. There is nobody advertising other than me. Nobody. So either he's got, you know, some kid that's just looking for some beer money or whatever that's going to work on it just to get the money. But he's not going to get anybody to do it a good job like I was trying to do. So, I mean, the thing is his mowers were just in such bad shape. I mean, all the tires were dry rotted. I replaced one tire, but he couldn't afford to replace the other tire. I mean, the one tire was so dry rotted it was starting to leak around the rim, you know, around the sidewall. But the other tire was going to start anytime soon. And he said, no, let's wait until it gets where it starts leaking. Well, I'm sure it's leaking by now. You know, I even wondered, has he even tried to start them? Last year when he started bringing them over, he had no idea what was wrong with him. His crew did. He brought his crew over to explain to me what was wrong with him, but he didn't know what was wrong with them. So, I don't know. I hope he does well this year. But, and the thing is I'm not seeing a lot of people ask, you know, can you come cut our grass? You know, you always see those. I'm new to this area. I need somebody to cut my grass, and I may have only seen 6 or 7 of them in the last 2 or 3 weeks. So it's just not a priority. Well, what's interesting is my Google search has dropped off also pretty significantly. So I'm looking at that. I got AI looking at it, trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is still the top search for this area. When you get past the ads, I mean, there's and when I say ads, they're not even talking about ads for lawnmower repair. There were 4 ads for lawn care. So when I typed in lawnmower repair near me, it said 4 for lawn care, and all of them were ads. So they were paying. And AI even said that's an indication that they're not getting work, because they don't pay for them if they're getting work, which made sense. And then there's another one about 60 miles away. Again, that was paid for, and that was a lawnmower repair. So that was the only one above me that was lawnmower repair. When you get into the free ones, I was number 1. But the thing is, the one that paid for it was underneath me. So he was up here, I'm next, and he was underneath me. So if he would have removed the payment, he would have been underneath me. So I'm still number 1 for this area. So that's good. Then I looked at YouTube. Last week I was getting flooded with videos about lawnmower repair from all kinds of different viewers, some that I've never seen before. This week, I haven't seen one video. Not one. So it just seems like across the board it's died. So I was on Facebook yesterday, and somebody said, hey, you know, I'm flipping lawnmowers and they're selling like hotcakes. I'm from like Georgia. Anybody else? And that's what it was. Everybody south of Missouri, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, they were swamped with work. But when you look at Indiana, Ohio, Iowa, Kansas, they're all saying, no, we haven't gotten any work yet. So I guess it's just too cold and wet still. That's all I can think. I don't know what else it is. I mean, Carolyn seems to think that the customer base is pretty limited here, which I have to agree. I mean, it's not a big area. And last year, we got swamped with oil changes and services, you know, filters and sharpening the blades. We were swamped with those. You figure people don't do those every year. You know, you're supposed to change the oil every 50 hours. Well, if they've only ran their mower for 10 hours, they're not going to change it right away. They'll wait 2 or 3 years before they do that. So you know, maybe there's just no new customer base. But whatever the case is, I still got to make videos. Like I said yesterday, I still got to make videos. So I'm still looking for lawnmowers to buy. Even if I buy one and then I get swamped, I'll just let it sit, and when I'm not busy, I can work on it, make a video from it. That way I don't get too far behind on videos. Right now, I'm not really behind. I mean, in March, I probably made 15 videos. But this month, I haven't made any. And we're already 2 weeks into it. So that means that the 15 that I made, I've already subtracted the 2. But this one will give me 2 videos, because it's 2 belts that I'm going to work on. So, just got to keep making videos. That's the important thing. So, if you'll click this up next box to take the video over to my other channel, I'd really appreciate it. Go check it out. It's a brand new video today. So, hope I can inspire you. Keep after it, so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.